Catchup!
Hey, everybody.
Hi.
We're recording again. Guess who's playing this time?
It's not the guy that played last time.
I'm trying to find a mirror to look in.
It's a pretty big hint. That narrows it down.
That was a stupid joke. I said I'm gonna find a mirror so they can see. How do I do? Okay. It's me. It's Adam. I'm playing. You're probably people who are watching this are probably like, that motherfucker took over Dave's playthrough like he did in all those other episodes.
He has a knife.
I did it. Davis didn't feel like playing.
Sin held.
Davis, the kind of just once again pulling back the curtain as I like to do because I'm terrible at things. Me and Davis have been playing games together for many years. Like, we've been friends for a long time.
Yeah.
This is kind of our
can't confirm.
This is kind of our this is kind of like our deal that we like to do. Like, I'm a fucking moron. Like Davis Davis likes playing games. I kind of in the last bunch of episodes made it seem like I was like, Davis has never played a game before. I need to tell him. Davis is way better at playing games than me. But he's way more passive in this kind of thing.
It really just depends on the game. I'd say generally you're better at games. I just am better at a certain small area of them.
Right.
And that small area are the games that I'm like overly passionate about, I guess.
Right. Radio tower. Where the hell am I supposed to go? Is it this? No.
Do they not have like a little objective marker?
They probably do.
Isn't there like a little thing we can do to see like your quests and stuff?
We fucking should have learned about this before we started the episode. Oh wait.
No, this is content. This is enthralling.
This is content.
This is what the people come to the yard for. That and our milkshakes, which we make fresh daily.
You know what? I want to go to this radio tower.
Okay, sure. I mean, it is in the nowhere land.
Oh boy. Remember the lock-ons? Motherfucker.
Are these supposed to look like those ink blot tests in the back?
In the back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are they called, the Rorschach?
Yeah, Rorschach test. Yeah. Remember, we kind of talked about that at one point.
Did we? Sorry.
Oh, apparently there it is on the map. Wait.
Is this like a psychological component to the game?
Yeah.
Story?
Okay. There's where I need to go. So I'm gonna go to this radio.
It also kind of like makes me think of like MRI scans, which I mean would obviously be related to.
Okay, that's not
psychology.
That's not how I run. Yeah.
In some way. I mean,
yeah. Well, that kind of goes along with like Voss is like fucking crazy and shit.
Oh right.
There's this whole thing. Like in the beginning, he talks about like the definition of insanity.
Sorry, it's been a while since we played.
Yeah, it has. Oh yeah, we have. We recorded like a whole bunch of stuff. We recorded like some Return of the King stuff and a bunch of Far Cry stuff. Hopefully it like sounds and looks better. It should look noticeably better. I figured out some stuff on our game capture stuff a little bit ago. So hopefully, God.
Sorry,
but no,
just gut instinct.
Yeah,
you know.
But I figured,
fight or flight.
I'm just gonna drive in the water
or hit it with a car. You know, the big 3.
This isn't working. I figured out some stuff. Yeah, I figured out some stuff in our game capture and it looks better. Oh, I don't. What the fuck?
Swim.
We were talking about what we did since last time.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of updates. I was in the hospital.
Yeah, he's dead. It's actually just me.
I've said, okay, so if you watched any of our Return of the King stuff, we talked about Mountain Dew for a bit. And how the alt-right had taken it over. Stay with me. Stay with me.
I don't remember any of it.
We did. We talked about it.
You say, if you've seen any of our stuff? And I'm like, I guess
I haven't.
I haven't seen our stuff.
You haven't. You did watch it. I edited it and we didn't watch it. Well, full disclosure, at this point, Jesus Christ. At this point, we still haven't put any of this stuff up yet. We're still working on it.
Kill him. Nice. Mission accomplished.
Yeah.
Pack it up, boys. We can go home. Don't run, little bitch.
You're dead, son. You're dead. Oh, but I was talking about Mountain Dew. We talked about Mountain Dew and blah, 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 and all right. And at one point I said something like, yeah, I'm a shitty fat nerd.
Right.
Long story short, I have diabetes. That's not a joke.
I mean, it kind of is.
It kind of is. In a cosmic sort of way.
Yeah.
I'm working on making that not be a thing. And none of you people care, because you've known me for no time, if this is like if we ever get an audience, they're like, this is new.
I think
like
what we're
either
trying to
this is
say
new
is
or
we're
they're
immediately starting a fundraiser for Adam.
We're immediately starting a fundraiser. Please give me monies.
It's a GoFundMe.
It's a GoFundMe.
For his beaties.
And for my beats. That's all I was telling people. Courtney, my wife, got fucking real pissed at me. Because I kept just saying, I got the beats.
Oh, she
I started
happy
singing,
about that?
I got the beats, I got the beats. And it fucking pissed her off.
I can't imagine why.
Mostly because she was like, one, that's a stupid way to say it. Two, nobody gets what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, that's kind of the great part of it, though, isn't it?
Yeah, to me it was. She came around. She got there.
She did?
Yeah.
I feel like now she's like sings it in the shower. No.
Kinda.
She's not quite there yet?
A little bit. Not in the shower, but she does sing it to me sometimes.
That's good.
The first thing when we went to see her parents afterwards, like, because I got out of the hospital and we went over there for something, her dad pulled up a picture. He's like, I'm really considering getting you this for Christmas. And it was just a Wilford Brimley shirt. It just had, like, his face in, like, a simple style, and it just said, beat us. And I'm like, I wish you hadn't told me, because I want that.
Yeah.
I want you to buy me that. Beat, motherfuckers.
Oh. Okay.
Safe.
Yeah, sure.
I gotta figure out the controls. But anyway, long story short, I have diabetes. Oh, what I was saying is, like, nobody's gonna care, because either this is old news if we get a fan base, or it's new and they're like, I don't know who this guy is.
Yeah, so why are we talking about?
You know? Because we're doing a fucking Let's Play and I'm uninteresting.
Oh, no, I was... Oh, no.
I like how you took that. I like how you're, like, actually... You're actually like, oh, God, I'm so... Oh, God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry
I didn't mean to start any of this.
What is
Why
happening?
are they... They're already pre-dead for us. That's nice.
I'm gonna loot this man.
Not if he has anything to slide about it. Loot body.
Good one. You gotta make yourself laugh. And nobody else on the internet.
So, who cares? I'm great.
One thing I like about this game is you can just run forever. You're not very fast, but you can sprint, and it's not a big deal.
This is sprinting? Yeah, okay.
I just showed Davis my controller, and I didn't even have this. I was not touching the controller, and he was still running because my controller's shit. But yeah, we're actually we're trying to work up like a backlog and actually put stuff out on a regular basis. Maybe eventually you'll see it. Who knows?
Yeah, work is less crazy now for me. So.
Oh yeah, we talked about that. Song.
I have more time for all of you.
Yeah, we talked about how you grind math.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. You weren't here when me and Pickle were doing our podcast. I have another podcast. I'll talk about it later. But multiple times on that podcast, I was like, my mom's not gonna fucking listen to this. The other night during the hurricane that came through, I went and stayed at their house, or me and Courtney went and stayed at their house, and my mom's like, "Oh, listen to that thing you did."
Oh no.
I'm like, oh god.
That's
She didn't care for the amount of times I said "fuck." I'll tell you that.
Yeah, my mother does
several.
not need to hear any of this.
No. Your mom.
Dina would
your mom's
crumble.
too sweet.
The weight of the words would literally crush her tiny petite body.
It would. I was gonna make a.
I
was gonna make a really weird joke, like a subject that doesn't need to be breached.
Well,
Never mind.
Go for it.
I'm gonna fuck your mom.
Oh, fine.
Okay. She needs it.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know. Your dad probably.
I don't
Cool subject. Glad we're doing this.
I don't know. Well, okay. What's in here?
It's a thing. We're getting mad.
Right.
I assume my parents have never had sex except for once. I think that's just the American way. Just assume your parents don't bang.
I mean, I just assume they do. I just hope for their sake they do.
You hope for their sake that they're just fucking all the time?
But at the same time, I'm kind of like, why are you... But if you are, why do you like this?
You need to chill out.
Yeah. So I don't really know what...
Cut it out.
Oh my god.
I fucking hate that show.
Full House?
Yeah. Well, let me rephrase. I've never seen Full House to any extent. I fucking hate Fuller House.
I mean, I've only seen the first episode of Full House.
Ow.
And, I mean, it would have been much less than the whole first episode if I had much of a say in it, but
right.
There were people that were like, no, you're gonna watch this whole episode. You're gonna feel what I felt.
Who?
Which is pain.
Who did that?
You know, I think it was, I think it might have been Pickle or Apple.
That sounds right. That was going to be my first guess immediately. Yeah. My first guess was immediately Pickle. Oh, by the way, if you have iTunes, you fucking do. It's not that hard. Or you could go on SoundCloud, is I think where we put them up. Go search Narratives to Confuse. That's a podcast I do with our other friend. His name is Pickle. We tell each other stories. It's real fun. I'm trying to cross promote. It is.
We just tell each other.
We just
stories.
jerk each other off.
We just read each other bedtime stories.
We do.
The other one falls into that's cute.
It's fucking great. I was thinking about this earlier. I'll tell you one thing I was thinking about now. We didn't start a timer for this episode.
No.
Will you start a timer on the next one? We'll just stop when we feel like fucking stopping.
That's fine.
Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say I don't mind doing a timer, but my phone is going to be dead, so I do in a way.
That's cool. Once we finish up we're going to talk about this in between episodes, because this isn't interesting to listeners. Or it is, I don't fucking know. Tell them in the comments, like, comment, subscribe.
Fucking sheeple.
Do what you're told. Yeah. Szechuan sauce.
Oh, God.
Man, I have so much...
Topical.
I have so much shit to talk about. We're recording this right after that Rick and Morty bullshit, by the way.
Who could have guessed?
I'd never seen Rick and Morty. I picked the wrong weekend to watch Rick and Morty for the first time. Like, I picked the wrong, week to, get into it and watch it, at work. Because now it's if anybody knows about that, they'll fucking miss that.
Okay. I watched the first season, and I just did not feel compelled to watch it.
Really?
I didn't dislike it. I enjoyed it while I watched it.
I'm gonna die.
I did. But you've got all those shows that you watch and you like, and then you just never watch again.
Yeah, you know how I feel about Dan Harmon.
Yes.
I really enjoy Dan Harmon. I listen to Harmontown some. Community is my favorite show of all time.
Yeah. Objectively, I feel like it's a show that I should enjoy.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't. It doesn't hit my.
I can't blame you for that. I have
what's the heart in Spanish? Fuck it, my heart.
El gato.
It doesn't hit my gato.
It doesn't hit my gato.
It doesn't hit my puss.
My opinion. That's not even how you say penis. It could be. I don't know Spanish. That's how you say penis in French. The phrase "I don't know Spanish" is how you say penis in French. Penis, not penis. This isn't funny. But no, I've had those shows before. It's I feel like I'm supposed to like this, so I don't.
Yeah.
That's not one for me. I actually really, legitimately enjoy Rick and Morty. It's something about the off-the-cuff bullshit that I admire, because it's a real show, but it feels like dumb internet bullshit. But it's on TV. People give a shit about it to some extent, which is unfathomable to me, and I love it.
Oh.
But I get how I'm trying to think of something that I'm like that about.
I think to some extent, and I'm usually not this way. I usually don't care. I enjoy meta jokes. I enjoy people reveling in their whole this is intellectual bullshit. I usually am all for that, even though it's super nerdy, as in in a bad way.
Yeah.
And it's usually a negative thing. Mm-hmm. I get that vibe from it, and I don't like it. It does leave a bad taste in my mouth.
I think one of the reasons for that is because
it doesn't seem all that
the fan base doesn't help. The fan base doesn't help because the fan base puts out this it's so intellectual. To be honest, the thing
I guess it is, but is it really?
But that's the thing. The creators don't think that. They don't jerk themselves off about it.
Well, that's great.
They know they made a stupid show, and they know it's just we're pretending to be smart, but it's fucking dumb. But that's half the fun to me. Sure. It's did you ever watch the Intergalactic Cable episode? I love it's where they're just flipping channels for some reason. Oh, by the way, this guy's a crazy doctor. That's all you need to know about him. He's gonna help you out and shit.
Okay.
So that's cool. He makes drug. He's high all the time and he makes drugs.
He looks like he's high all the time.
Yeah.
Also looks like he's covered in bird shit.
Or
maybe it's bat guano. It's white.
I think it might actually be bat guano.
Well, there you go.
Because there are some caves we're gonna go in a minute, and I think there's bats and shit in there.
Probably also seems like bat guano would get you high as shit.
Probably
literal shit, I guess.
I don't fucking know. Oh, but
are those bats outside right now? Well, no. Never mind. I guess there's birds. So. There was.
He was saying what he's saying right now is not to interrupt you, but Daisy. He was saying fucking Daisy's here. Daisy's one of your friends, and he's got her in the house.
Okay.
So, oh man, we already found one of our friends. Boy, howdy.
Woo. I don't want Daisy.
She's alright.
Take Daisy.
So now you're in this dude's house. Oh man, holy shit. Oh, but what I was saying, the thing about Rick and Morty. Oh, there's like the intergalactic cable episode. See, she's all like hurt and unconscious and shit.
Yeah.
But the thing about it's the intergalactic cable episode. They're like flipping channels, but the whole reason they made the episode is because one thing Dan Harmon really likes to do, and I guess Justin Rowling does too, is just fucking like riff. You know how we used to do in high school a lot, where we would just make stuff up back and forth for a while.
Yeah.
They just recorded that and then they animated their shit.
I mean, that sounds like it's really fun to make.
But it's not necessarily fun to watch for you.
Yeah.
I get that. To me, it's almost... Let me put it this way. I haven't watched it multiple times. The first time I watched it, I reveled in it just for like, this is so stupid that it got made. And it's even stupider that it got made twice. Because they made 2 intergalactic cable episodes that I know of. I haven't finished the 3rd season. But it's like, you guys got to do that. You got paid to do this bullshit. And I love it. It's the same reason I enjoy watching like any YouTube stuff. Especially like Achievement Hunter or Rooster Teeth type stuff. Like, sometimes they'll just be like throwing bouncy balls at each other's nuts, and they'll be like, "We get paid for this."
I mean,
I don't know. It's something about that like.
It's nice that we live in a world where that sort of thing is possible.
Right. I wouldn't watch it over and over again, I guess. Like, I wouldn't just be like, oh man, this is fucking Citizen Kane. But I'm like, the first time I watch it, I'm like, this is pretty good.
Oh, and I don't want anyone to take this, like, to heart. Like, I am by no means, like, very emotional or passionate about the topic of Rick and Morty. Well, it's just that, it's like, I watched the season, and, you know, I just didn't feel like pursuing it anymore. That's the extent of how much I feel.
I'll tell you exactly what it is to me. It's Borderlands, to me. Borderlands, and people are going to be like, what the fuck, you didn't like Borderlands? I don't know why. Partially, it's like the lull to random humor.
Yeah.
Partially,
which can be kind of cringy.
It's a bunch of different stuff, and also like it's an FPS, which I like. It's a fucking grind ass get loot game, which I like. It's like they were pushing. It's like you should like this. I'm like, I don't want to be told to like something.
I think at the end of the day, I should be able to just let go of all of the negative sort of associations I have with things like Rick and Morty, and be able to just enjoy it for what it is, and just say, hey, it doesn't have to be, you know, like, I mean, like with the law so random stuff, like like people were like, oh, that's cringy, and it's like, well, just don't put that on it, like, just leave it be. I mean, like, don't have expectations for it. It's not supposed to be high art or anything. Just like be along for the ride. So at the end of the day, I'd just be like, I would just say it's just me putting something on it that it never asked to have put on it anyway. In terms of expectation, I guess.
I mean, there's nothing necessarily wrong with that.
So yeah, I mean, it's perfectly fine, good fun and humor. Just didn't do it for me. Didn't get my rocks off on it.
That's fair. I don't like I say, there's stuff like that where I'm like, I feel like I should like this, and I don't know why I don't. Like, not even not knowing why. It's like, I know why I don't, but I still kind of feel in a weird way bad that I don't like it, and I can never quite put my finger on it. A lot of stuff like that's really unquantifiable to me.
Yeah.
Oh, so anyway, I don't know. We've kind of been skipping over like plot, which fuck it, plot. Basically what we're doing down here.
You're in a jungle. What else do you need to know?
Yeah, well, right now, our friend is fucking sick, or whatever. We're going to find... Okay. I guess I'll go up here. We're going to find some blue mushrooms.
Okay.
To make, like, a fucking serum or some shit. To make her better.
Blue mushrooms. Makes me think of Monster Hunter.
Oh no, we stepped on the poopy plants. Oh. Things are gonna get real
we got poop disease?
We got buttitis. What the hell? Yeah, and it's one of those games. I talked before. It's like you don't go set piece to set piece like you do in Call of Duty. You kind of do. Okay. In the story, you kind of do. It's not. You're not locked into it. It's got that free roaming aspect.
Yeah.
But like, it's like, oh, your controls are weird. You're high. Look. It's like it's like, oh, you're so crazy.
Wow, hallucinations.
Yeah.
Great.
This is actually really cool. So I was facing the mirror and I grabbed it. You can't tell this because you're not controlling it. Like I was doing that and it extended. Now I'm just walking. Like that's the ground now.
Oh.
It's actually pretty neat.
Oh, that's a cool little transition.
Yeah, when you're playing it, it's neat. It's not as cool to watch it.
I think that's actually kind of interesting because, like, as you said, I'm not the one moving the controls.
Yeah.
And it's interesting how having control of it with your hands can almost trick your brain into, like, where gravity is, the force of gravity is taking place.
Yeah, it's like the opposite of a Sonic game.
To me, it literally just looked like you were climbing and looking up.
Right.
Whereas
exactly.
to you, when you have it in your hands, suddenly you have the sense of gravity.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Which is interesting, just how, like, that motor interaction, like,
Yeah.
functions with your brain. Yeah, I just think that's cool.
Yeah, see, it's
Also-
kind of cool. It looks like we're like outside now and shit. But yeah, it's really neat.
I like the purple.
Yeah, there's some I was
Pretty.
missing.
Riley is your little brother. He looks up to you.
I'm guessing this house isn't here. Or is it? I
Uh,
don't know.
it's not.
This jungle be crazy.
I literally almost started to turn like that to you. I'm like, I can't. That's not how this works. It went away a little bit. Hey, next time on Catchup Mechanics, we're gonna take a little break here. Maybe the house will move again. You don't know. There's no way to know.
I think it will.